This is Jeopardy! Entering the studio are today's contestants, an online content creator from Oregon, Dontae Pittman, a sports enthusiast from Scotland, Logan, and a returning champion, a game show host from Lafayette, Tennessee, Brian Henegar, whose 5 games cash winnings total $177,000. And now, here's your host of Jeopardy, Patrick Murphy. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Jeopardy. We're glad you guys are able to join us. Brian is going to go for his 6th game, try to surpass the $200,000 mark. Gentlemen, you ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's fire up that Jeopardy board.
Let's go, baby.
One daily double in these 6 categories: decades of Asian history, named in the Bible and Quran, famous first, on the rocks, notice the quotation marks, spot the mammal, lastly, man overlord. Brian, you are the challenger. Kick things off.
Thank you. On the rocks for 200.
I said challenger. You're the champion, not the challenger. It's fine. Yabba dabba doo. It can mean the bottom layer or fundamental principles. Brian.
What is the bedrock?
That's the one.
Yeah.
On the rocks 400.
Sure. And 'tis plan in the name of the NBA Celtics Charitable Foundation. Brian again.
Hey, Begorra, what is the shamrock?
It is the Shamrock, sir.
Rocks for 600.
Down, down. This spiny crustacean does not have claws, but those tails are good. Brian.
What is rock lobster?
Is the B-52s.
All right. 800, please, on the rocks.
To deprive a priest of ecclesiastical function. Brian.
What is to defrock?
That's it.
And 1,000 on the rocks.
Okay. A tooth wheel engaging with the chain. Brian.
What is a sprocket?
Clean sweep.
And now's the time on sprockets when we dance. Decades of Asian history for 200, please.
We list off event, and you got to tell us the decade in which it happened. Hong Kong is returned to China. Logan.
What is the 1990s?
That's it.
1987. Decades of history 400.
The last Soviet forces leave Afghanistan. Brian.
What is 1980s?
That's it.
Decades of Asian history for 600.
India and Pakistan gain independence. Dontae.
What is the 1960s?
No.
No.
Brian or Logan? Brian.
What are the 1970s?
No.
Oh.
Logan?
What is the 1950s?
No. The 1940s.
Ah,
40.
Logan was so close on that one. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, decades for 800.
Mao Zedong dies. Dontae.
Oh, I gotta say, what is 1940s?
No.
Oh.
Logan.
What is the 1950s?
No.
Fuck!
Brent. This is the point where you should have said the 70s.
Oh, God.
Brian.
Get this over with. Decades for
Just like, get it over with. Get it out of here. Tokyo hosts Asia's first Olympic Games. Logan.
Oh, no.
What is the 1960s?
Got it for 1,000.
Yeah.
Hey, that category's gone now.
Ooh, Jesus.
Stay on out of this. That's funny, I'm learning Japanese on Duolingo. Famous first 200.
Famous first for 2. Jean Lussier was the first to go over these falls in a rubber ball. Brian.
Water Niagara Falls.
That's it.
Okay, famous firsts for 400.
Following in Sir Edmund Hillary's footsteps, Junko Taibei became the first woman to do this May 16th, 1975. Dante.
What is to climb Mount Everest?
Yes. And she was, believe it or not, she was only 15 years old when she did that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Luke Littler be damned.
All
When I
right.
was 15 years old. When I was 15 years old, I was beating Super Mario Brothers 3 for the first time.
Yay! I finally beat Super Mario World last year, and at 31 years old.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Let's go somewhere else. Spot the mammal for 2.
Spot the mammal for 2. We give you a list of 3 animals. All you have to do is spot the mammal in it. Turkey, martine, sponge. Brian.
What is a turkey?
No.
Oh,
Dante.
What is a sponge?
No.
Oh,
Logan.
What is a martin?
That's it.
dang it.
Wow, I didn't think that'd be right. Spot the mammal 400. Spot the mammal for...
Kiwi, kinkajou, kookaburra. Brian.
what's a kinkajou?
That is it.
Famous firsts for 600.
The first 33 and the third RPM long-playing record featured this composer's Fifth Symphony. Dante.
Who is Beethoven?
And that is correct. With that, that brings you to minus 600. Logan still out of the hole on 0, and Brian $3,200. Gentlemen, go ahead and take a breather. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to find out more about our 3 lovely players and more Jeopardy right after this.
Hi, Billy Mays. Provisional consideration provided by T.
Oh my goodness. We have our lovely show has been sponsored by Aleve, Super Mario Brothers, T. We're gonna meet our players right now. Brian, you had something better.
Now I'm good.
Okay. Dante Pittman, an online content creator living in Oregon. You are running a series of Super Millionaire. Has anybody won the 10 million yet?
Yes, they had back in around season 1. It was one of the members here, Samuel H.,
Good
who's
job.
won it twice. I mean, I couldn't believe it myself, but so far no one's won it yet this season.
Well, let's see if that can change you at minus 600. Logan, a sports enthusiast who's living in Scotland. What would you say in terms of European sports? Who's the best sportsman and why?
Oh gosh, that is a really tough question. Well, I'd probably... Well, he's not probably European, but probably right now is... Actually, he's probably left. I was going to say Lionel Messi, but then I realised... Oh, he's back in America now, and he's Argentine anyway. But I'd probably have to say Carlos Alcaraz of tennis. Everything just... He really sparks positive emotion, and, everyone loved it when he won Wimbledon. But as you can see, my profile pic down there is, yes, it's the Cowboys struck out because they are... I just laughed at them. They have a minus 5 stars performance last night.
Man. At the moment,
Brian, just say the line. Say the line, Brian.
oh my god.
You want me to say the line?
Minus 5 stars!
Stars!
It was a minus 5 stars performance in the first half of
Oh
the
my
Cowboys,
God.
and it looks like that. As I speak, Buffalo are about to go into the divisionals. Bye-bye, Steelers.
Well, let's see if you can get a cracking performance unlike the Cowboys. You're sitting on 0. Brian, our 5-time champion, who's still preparing for the Tournament of Champions next month. Do you have any odd collections or any hobbies that you like to do when you're not doing quizzing or game show hosting?
I got a couple. As I mentioned on the Real Show, I collect playing cards. I've got about 250 decks of cards in my collection. My sister, as a matter of fact, got me a couple of decks from Germany when she went over there recently for a missionary trip, that I was very happy to get. I also love to play video games in my free time, and I just love to read, and I just love music. I mean, I'm just enjoying life.
What is the one video game that has sparked your interest the most?
It would have to be the original Super Mario Brothers, which that was the first game I ever played, and so that will always have a special place in my heart.
I love it. So you can never go wrong with any of the classic Super Mario games because you go back and you can play it not to relive the nostalgia, but you can actually have a chance to take the time to beat it. Versus than what you were able to do back then as a kid.
And I just want to say one thing to Logan, if I may. You know, you were upset about the Cowboys last night. I'm a Packers fan. I didn't feel that same level of frustration last night, oddly enough.
I'm not a Cowboys fan. I just find it funny that we lost.
Go Pack, go, baby!
Yes, right. My dad has a Packers shirt for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh my goodness. Right, well, Dontae gave the last correct response. Let's go ahead and jump back into the Jeopardy round, gentlemen. Dontae, select.
All right, let's go back to Spot the Mammal for 6.
Shoebill, seahorse, narwhal. Brian.
Oh.
What is a narwhal?
Yes, and Brian, you and Dontae hit the buzzer at almost the exact time, but you were 0.006 seconds faster. That's close.
And meanwhile me, just sitting here thinking, what the heck is a mammal?
Mammal for 800, please.
Hyrax, pterodactyl, barracuda. Brian.
What is a hyrax?
That's it.
Spot the mammal for 1,000.
Mention out that category: albatross, pangolin, darter. Dontae.
What is the albatross?
No. Brian.
What's a darter?
No. Logan.
What is pangolin?
That's it.
Oh.
Wow, I actually got it.
I'm curious, what is a pangolin?
I am just as curious now. Let me. Pangolin.
We're mammals.
It is. It's sometimes known as a scaly anteater.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. Okay, it's a scaly anteater.
Okay.
Logan, back to you.
Oh, famous first 800.
You ain't heard nothing yet until you've heard Al Jolson say the line in this first major talking film. Brian.
I can't.
What is the jazz singer?
Yes, it is.
Famous firsts for 1,000.
In 1896, the Diamond Co. of Ohio became the first to put these in books instead of boxes. Brian.
Or matches.
That's it for 1,000.
Name in the Bible and Quran for 200.
This 2014 movie would be Nah, except it was banned in many Islamic lands. No? Correct response is Noah.
No.
Brian, back to you.
Bible and Quran for 400, please.
Musa is this lawgiver. Brian.
Who is Moses?
That's
it. Bible and Quran 600.
Beware of Iblis, this figure. Brian.
Who is the devil?
Got it just in time.
Okay. Bible and Quran for 800.
Jibril is this messenger. Brian.
Who is the angel Gabriel?
Correct.
And for 1,000.
Closing out that category, this reluctant prophet is Eunice. Brian.
Who is Joshua?
No. Logan
Oh.
or Dontae? Jonah.
Jonah.
One category left, my friend.
All right. Man Overlord for 200.
In the 440s, this Hun king made the Eastern Roman Empire pay 2,100 pounds of gold per year. Brian.
Who is Attila the Hun?
That's it.
Man Overlord for 400.
Answer there is the Daily Double.
Took a while.
$6,400. How much do you want to wager?
3,600, please.
Make it an even 10,000 with this clue. The 24-year rule of this Soviet leader led to the deaths of millions of peasants caught up in civilization.
Is Lenin.
No, Joseph Stalin.
Oh, talked myself out of it, too. I thought it was Stalin, but then
Ah,
Okay, all right, it's okay.
it's all right.
Hey, it's all right. Man Overlord 600.
Refusing to see Spain's Charles I as a new overlord led to Atahualpa becoming the last ruler of this Peruvian empire. Brian.
What are the Incas?
That's it.
The Inca. Man Overlord 800.
After uniting the Mongolian peoples in the 13th century, his swath of conquest ran from the Pacific to the Caspian. Logan.
Who is Genghis Khan?
That's it. And now for 1,000. In 1998, rioting due to a bad economy ended the 32-year rule of this Indonesian president.
Who was that?
Suharto.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, we have Brian 3,400, Logan 1,800, Dontae at minus 1,600. He's going to kick off Double Jeopardy, and we're going to go ahead and do that right after this. Don't you go anywhere. We are back with Jeopardy, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to kick off the Double Jeopardy round. Dontae, 2 daily doubles in these categories: classical music, geographic titles, Andre, mob movies, furniture, and lastly, we get to deal with the weather report.
Oh, no.
It's always
See what
going
it is in Tennessee. No. Lots and lots of snow.
Don't remind me.
colder than the North Pole.
Dontae, where are we going?
Alright, mob movies for 4.
Marlon Brando played Don Vito Corleone in this 1972 movie. Brian.
What is The Godfather?
I will make him an offer he can't refuse.
Oh, I knew it too.
Mob movies 800, please.
In Casino, he played Ace Rothstein, the mobster who ran the Tangiers Casino. Brian again.
Who is Robert De Niro?
That's it. A very wonderful actor.
Mm-hmm. I love that movie just because Joe Bob Briggs has a cameo in it. Mob movies 1200.
Add an S to the title of this 1931 mob movie, and you get a great place for some pizza. Brian.
What is Little Caesar?
That's it. And by the way, a stabbing not included.
Yes. Mother of mercy, is this the end of Rico?
We're terrible.
It's a lie for the film. 1600 mob movies, please.
This Oscar-winning actor played Frank Lucas in American Gangster. Oh, you would know him from The Equalizer, Denzel Washington.
Ah! I should have known it. I
Brian.
was going to say Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, it took him so long to win an Oscar.
Mob movies for 2000.
Get Shorty, about mobsters in L.A., was based on a novel by this crime fiction legend who died in 2013. Brian.
Who is Mickey Spillane?
No.
Oh.
What the heck is his name?
Elmore Leonard.
Oh.
Brian, back to you.
I'm ready for my category with Andre for 400.
Ready for 4. Here's the clue. This American's career Grand Slam began with his victory at Wimbledon in 1992. Logan.
Who is Agassi?
That's it. And his first Wimbledon appearance was at the age of 16.
Just like Luke Littler at the darts.
Yeah. Logan, you have control.
Everyone's talking about it. Let's go geographic titles 2000.
All the way at the bottom of the category. Ken Follett, the man from blank. Dontae.
What is Mars?
No.
Oh.
Man from
St. Petersburg.
Okay.
Logan.
Dang it.
That was
That's
a bad
okay.
move. Let's go back to Andre for 1600.
Preheat the electric oven and think of this last name, a physicist of Andre Marie, the unit for measuring current. Brian.
What is ohm?
No. Logan.
What is amp or ampere?
That's it. And now, Logan, you have the lead.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually leading! Sorry, won't last long. Andre, 800.
This 500-pound wrestler, the eighth wonder of the world, reportedly drank 119 beers in 6 hours. Dontae.
I better get this. Who is Andre the Giant?
That's it. 119 beers in 6 hours. Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of beer.
Gordon was bad. The darts player that drank like 25 beers in before
There
he
you go.
Gordon.
Again.
Yeah. Well, there's also the snooker player Bill Webanook. He drank so much that he actually convinced Inland Revenue that he could not drink beer. He couldn't play snooker sober, and he got his beer written off as a business expense.
Oh, that is interesting.
At least he wasn't an F1 driver. There'd be serious words.
Dante, over
Yeah.
to you.
Alright. Let's go to the weather report
For 400. It lags behind a stroke of lightning at a rate of about 5 seconds per mile. Brian.
There's a thunderclap.
That's it.
Dang it.
Weather report 800.
Santa Anas are dry ones. Brian.
What are the Santa Ana winds?
That's it.
Weather report 1200.
In 5 letters, unpleasantly moist and humid. Muggy.
Oh, I was going to say that. I just
Brian.
think it was something else.
Weather report 1600.
Spanish term for warm ocean currents that bring rain. Dontae.
I was thinking, what is derecho?
No.
No, it's wind.
No idea.
It's the bring rain.
El Nino.
Oh, I was thinking that was the only one that was in my
Brian.
head, but I think it was something else.
Weather report 2000.
Answer there's the Daily Double.
Oh no!
This is the first time during your whole tenure you've trailed, but you're only behind by $400.
You know what? Let's make it a true daily double.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck, Brian.
$6,800. Term for a violent snowstorm with high winds of over 35 miles per hour.
What is a blizzard?
That's it, and you doubled up $6,800.
Alrighty. Andre,
God.
1200. please.
Answer there's the second Daily Double.
No way.
He just hit a 1-2.
Well, okay then. 3200.
Make it 10,000. Andrew Benjamin is also known as this outcast member.
Who is Andre
For
3000?
an extra 3,200 up to an even 10,000.
Oh.
Andre 2000.
Closing out that category. His line was built was built. Well, that was put twice after World War I to defend against attack from Germany. Brian.
No.
Who is Maginot?
That's it.
That's
Okay. Furniture for 400.
Furniture for
please.
4. A jardiniere is a large decorative stand or receptacle for these. Brian.
What are umbrellas?
No. Dante.
what are lamps?
No.
Oh.
Logan.
What are coats?
No. Plants or flowers.
Interesting.
Brian, back to you.
Furniture 800.
This footstool gets its name from having originally been imported by the Turks. Brian.
What is an ottoman?
That's it.
Furniture 1200, please.
Many dens have recliners from this 12-letter brand founded in 1940. Brian.
What is Barca Lounger?
That's it.
They're very comfortable too. Furniture 1600, please.
Mies van der Rohe designed tubular types of these and said it was almost harder than designing a building. Brian.
For chairs.
That's it.
Furniture 2000.
This type of bed is folded into a wall for storage. Brian.
What is a Murphy bed?
And funny how I have the last name. Go figure. Brian.
How you like it? Geographic titles for 400, please.
Agatha Christie. Death on the Blank.
Yeah.
Brian.
What is the Nile?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Geographic titles 800, please.
Peter Mayle. A Year in Blank. Brian again.
What is Provence?
Yes.
Geographic titles 1200.
Paul McLean's portrait of the lost generation. The Blank Wife.
No.
Paris.
The Paris.
Oh. Geographic for 1600.
Finishing out that category, Mary Ann Schaefer and Annie Barrows. The Blank Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Brian.
What is Boise?
No. Dante.
What is Idaho?
Nope.
Ah.
Logan.
Don't even ask. I have no clue.
Guernsey.
Guernsey.
Guernsey. One category left. Classical music. What value?
Well, no. We gotta do it. 400.
This Strauss composition made its debut in Vienna in February of 1867. Logan.
What is the Blue Danube?
Yes.
800 classical music.
Some doubt that Bach wrote variations for this man to play. He was 14 when the Bach work was published. Brian.
Who is Mozart?
No.
No.
Logan or Dante?
No.
No.
Goldberg. Logan.
Goldberg.
Goldberg. 1200.
In 1952, not 1752, Elliott Carter composed a sonata for flute, oboe, cello, and this keyboard instrument. Brian.
What is a harpsichord?
That's it.
Classical music 1600.
This Marleme poem about a day in Mythland inspired a Debussy prelude to it. Brian.
What is An Afternoon of a Faun?
Yes, and now to finish out the Double Jeopardy round, it's a piece in one movement, often based on folk melodies. Liszt wrote 19 Hungarian ones. Brian.
What is a rhapsody?
Yes. And with that concludes Double Jeopardy. We take a look, Brian, 20,800, Logan, 3,800, and Dante, minus 6,400. You won't be able to participate in Final Jeopardy. We do give you $1,000 for third place, and our thanks for being here. It's down between Logan and Brian. Final Jeopardy, gentlemen. Make your wagers on this category. Constitutional monarchies. They'll place their wagers, and we'll be back to conclude this episode.
Also, hi, Nate.
Right. Final Jeopardy, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Constitutional monarchies is the category. Gentlemen, here's the clue. The Constitution of this country allows the monarch to abdicate, which has happened in 1948, 1980, and 2013. 30 seconds, players. Good luck. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with you, Logan. You came into this round $3,800. Your response? What is Boguslavenia?
I know it's too early for April Fools, but that was from an April Fool's showcase in Price is Right.
I like it, but unfortunately it is the wrong answer. You did wager $69 down to $3,731.
It was a nice wager, though.
It was a very nice wager. Brian, 9,000, 20,800, and your response. What is the Netherlands? That is the correct response. Wagers an extra $9,200, 30,000 even.
Wow.
Brian, in 6 games, $210,000.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Good game, everybody.
Good game. Brian, you're going to come back next time and face
man.
2 new opponents. What can I say? Brian broke $200,000 on his way to $250,000, maybe $300,000. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Sub button is down below. Subscribe to see new GSC videos. And most importantly, join GSC Studios Discord server. I'm your host, Patrick Murphy. It is a good night to all of you.